why sex might hurt more in your 40s, and what your core has to do with it. Painful sex is not an inevitable aging or hormonal only issue. If you're in your 40s or 50s and you've noticed that sex has become uncomfortable or even painful, you might have considered increased dryness, stress, hormones and age as the reasons. You might have even wondered if it's just you. It's not. And you're not broken. You do just need to understand what's happening so you can do something about it. Because what's happening in your core and pelvic floor could be affecting your ability to enjoy sex more than anyone told you. As estrogen levels decline in perimenopause, the tissues of the vulva and vaginal wall become thinner, less elastic, and more prone to dryness. This condition is called genitourinary syndrome of menopause, or GSM, a medical term that covers the changes in vaginal and urinary tissues caused by lower estrogen. You might also hear it called vaginal atrophy. It means the tissues are thinner, drier, less elastic, and yes, that they can absolutely make sex uncomfortable. According to NICE and the British Menopause Society, these hormonal changes can cause vaginal atrophy through reduced blood flow and increased sensitivity. And this can make penetration or stimulation uncomfortable. But there's more to the story, and it starts with your pelvic floor. Your pelvic floor is not just about holding in urine. It is also a sensory-rich, responsive set of muscles involved in arousal and orgasm, essential for reflexive contraction during orgasm, responsible for allowing penetration, not by being tight, but by being responsive and able to relax. When your pelvic floor is tense, overactive or disconnected, sex can feel tight, painful, or emotionally distressing. This is incredibly common, especially if you've had a baby, whether by vaginal or C-section, however long ago. If you had trauma or difficult internal examinations, if you've held tension in your abs or your glutes for a long time, if you've gone straight from doing nothing to intense workouts. All these patterns often go unaddressed, and that's where pain can begin. A hypertonic pelvic floor means that the muscles are too tight, too reactive, unable to relax and release properly, like they're always contracted or switched on. You might not even know you're holding tension until you try to have sexual intimacy, or you insert a tampon and you feel discomfort or resistance. According to pelvic health physios, many midlife women are incorrectly told that the pain is only due to low estrogen and are sent away with lube. Now, this is great, but it's not enough. Now, tight, overactive muscles need release and retraining. This is about function, not force. The core sex connection is that your deep core system, this includes your diaphragm for breathing, your pelvic floor for support and response, your transverse abdominis, the deepest ab layer, your posture and alignment, how pressure flows through your body, all this works together. And then you can feel more relaxed, more open, and more responsive. So your pelvic floor knows how to let go, not just contract. Then you can build trust in your body again. Sex becomes about safety and pleasure and sensation, not guarding or flinching. Full ribcage breaths that soften the belly and allow the pelvic floor to release will help. Awareness. Notice if you're gripping your abs or your buttocks or your thighs without realizing. And movement. Gentle, pressure-aware exercise that reconditions your reflexes, not just your muscles. You see, no one tells you that functional movement can improve your sex life, but it really can. This is part of whole body rehab. For many women, vaginal estrogen can also be incredibly effective and safe. It restores tissue integrity and sensation without systemic hormone impact. This isn't an either or. It can be both, it can be and or. We need to treat the hormonal layer and the functional one. And that's why at MUTU we work alongside trusted clinical guidance to give you the movement support your body is asking for. Real life connection. What we hear again and again is that I didn't realize how disconnected I was. And now I can feel something. Somebody else said, I stopped bracing every time and started breathing. Everything changed. This isn't just about libido or sex drive. It's about comfort, control, permission to want and desire more. Sex in your 40s and beyond can and absolutely should be fulfilling. Understanding your pelvic floor and core function is part of that journey. You're not broken. You're just ready to reconnect. The link's below when you're ready to move from pain or pressure to confidence and comfort. There's a free 10-day trial at MUTU System, so check it out risk-free. And if this video brought you any clarity or relief, please share it. Someone else needs to hear this too. Your body still works. Let's help it feel good whilst doing it.